Hello and welcome back to another episode of Dwarf Fortress 2014 with me, Green Dragon. Now let us continue and do awesome things. Our smoother should be heading to the walls and making good things happen there. Thus avoiding a great many unpleasant things. I could probably cover this with things. Don't necessarily need to. I'm gonna turn on masoning on for pretty much everyone because we apparently have a lot of people that aren't currently doing anything, and I would really like for that to get done at some point. Because let's face it, those jobs have been waiting around for a long time now. So, if we have idlers, then we shouldn't have idlers, and we should have people doing jobs. Obviously. For very obvious reasons. Am I currently making lavish meals? I am not. Okay, we got a lot of plants from elves and stuff. Should make use of that. And then we have this crap which is just plain rotting away. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, they get to sit here when they don't have anything to do, but these are also the guys who are most likely, you know, the people who end up idling are the guys who are also most likely to eventually go outside and cause trouble that way, you know, by puking all over things. And sure, let's add it to these as well, because there's a lot of idle dwarves in those lists as well. So this should ensure a certain amount of masoning getting done and done right. Okay, like here. Obviously, something needs to be done. Okay, that isn't done yet, but it's being done. Someone is gonna come down there and do that, in theory. Yes, we'll have to work through this many times over in order to ensure that everything is properly set up on every level, because this just needs to be done. Oh, and this here is definitely a screw up that needs to be fixed with cobble type blocks. As is this, when we get right down to it. There we go. There's gonna be magma involved, so obviously we want to be extremely careful and do this quite right. Like for example here, something clearly needs to be done. Cause reasons. Also here. Also here. Oh, and that's all the cobble-type blocks at least. That's something. The stuff behind the actual main stairway is less important. Or the access stairway. This is not the main stairway. The main stairway is the actual main stairway. I'm gonna start using granite blocks for these things, because that just makes more sense. That is being done. Good. Okay. And of course here as well something needs to be done, because reasons. God damn it. There, like that. That should help. Or bring things closer to getting fixed anyway. Yeah, the main staircase did shift over a bit down here for various reasons. And then we have this thing here where interesting things gonna happen. And here we have the place where we'll actually access the thing. Okay, good. So that should hopefully get done. What is your problem? Oblivious to reality. Right lower leg is gone. Well, yeah, he's probably not gonna recover. I know, it's rough to just come out and say it like that. It's really It's a brutal and unfortunate truth, but that dwarf is fucked. He's just fucked. And look at how much nicer this already looks. Obviously this will need to be fixed as well, for extremely obvious reasons. Okay. You are doing what? Making... Oh, no, 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 no! No! Just no! They were making crappy cabinets. Okay, so there are 4 of them. 4 crappy cabinets, possibly crappy ones. 20. 10. Dump. 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 No, we don't want a no-skill cabinet in any of the rooms. The whole point is to maximize value. Crap. Did not expect that to happen, unfortunately. But it did. So we get to deal with it. Granite blocks on there as well. And yes, I will be spending a certain amount of time inspecting and working on this pump shaft. I just will deal with it. Okay, here we clearly need to change the arrangement somewhat of things. There, good. Cannot produce rock cabinet. Suck. Just screw you. Okay, just screw you. I don't care what you can and cannot produce. You will do as you are told, gods damn it. Okay, so I assume you're coming in here. That's good. So, granite blocks on there. And in case some stupid dwarf manages to get stuck, we can do it like this and access the tetrahedrite thing. Actually, this needs to be dug. You may start when ready. You may proceed when ready. Let's cancel the gems that clearly can't be cut. Shall we? And leave the rest. How are our supplies of gems? Growing lower. That's good, that's good. Progress is being made, that's okay. It's very nice. Very nice indeed. And that's a masterpiece gold statue. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. And you are happily cutting a citrine. That's okay. Okay, let's start from, say, here. Oh, right. This will need to be smooth, certainly. As will actually all of this. Well, we can do that later. Doesn't have to be now. There are a lot of things here that will need to be dumped and engineered around. DVD for dumpage. You know, that sounds okay. Let's actually order that done. And actually, before we do that, let's make sure that there's an entranceway here, just so that the dwarves can actually access the thing, you know, when they decide to go dumping stuff. Don't worry, we'll make walls there to close off the flow of magma to the rest of the lower levels. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And how are we doing on 72? That's okay. Alright. And keep checking and rechecking, because we just plain need to, because there are so many areas in which something can and often has gone wrong. but these areas do seem to be okay, generally speaking. Okay, we still want access to the tetrahedrite there, given the possibility, of course. Oh hey, zircon. Here, however, we do need to add another wall tile, and that's fine there. Actually, here, here, there is that. Alright. And moving downwards, of course, we are gonna be plugging the holes in our vertical magma pipe as well. Don't worry, it'll work out. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. It'll be okay. We'll make it work. We'll make sure that it actually works long before we actually turn it on. You know, cause I'm not gonna open that just to get at some gems. I'm not. It might be a good pocket of indigo tourmalines, but we need to cut and actually encrust the gems we already have, so that we can improve the value of our fort, obviously. In extremely obvious ways, by improving the wealth of our hoard of riches. Maybe I should have a more secure area for, you know, where I keep my cool stuff, like gems and stuff. One of these times, you know, like behind stockpiles, behind guarded doors and stuff. Checkpoints, the like. Could be fun. Obviously not in this fort, but sometime in the future we might try that. Still hasn't been built apparently, and then we're down to these levels, which are essentially handled already. Okay, so that's good. That is good. Okay, we are getting more booze, which is great, and those have been dumped. Alright, that's good. And there's a lot of different things just lying around here and not being touched. Get rid of that. Just dump it. Alright, and you are dumping stuff from the level which will actually have the magma in it. That's fine. You keep working on that. It's obviously gonna take them a while because reasons. But they are doing it. Oh hey, migrants! Migrants, which means we'll be able to restore the person that the golden treasures, I think it was, lost. Yay, yes, golden treasures. Okay, let's take a look. We have 3 people right now, all of them kind of crappy. Well, except a really good glazer, apparently. Him we might keep. And then we have a fish dissector. A actual fish dissector. Profession. The golden treasures. There we go. So you should now be part of the golden treasures in the position that was open. Yes, you are. You dropped your clothes. That's a sure sign of being in the military. Okay, that's good. Obviously we want to save the ore if we can. It's a lot of tetrahedrite we still haven't processed, really. There is some silver we haven't processed either. Okay, I think we have enough gold. Why don't we start working on turning some more silver into actual things, shall we? We shall. Let's do that. That, I think, is a damn good idea. Let's do that. What is it with the lag spikes, though? Is it all the dumping I'm doing, or what? Huh. Go figure. Apparently frame rates are too much to expect. Maybe something is happening in the outside world or something. Or maybe this cavern is just full of things that want to kill me very, very dead, and I'm not giving them the opportunity, so they're killing my frame rate instead. It's also a possibility. So this is hooked up. We have 380, more or less, power that we can spare. We need 3 more of those built. That is perfectly fine. Now I think I might have a couple of... Wow. No, we really are getting lag spikes. The fuck? Is it the elves being dicks? Or is it just carrying all this stuff? Okay, we're apparently out of rough Goshnites. Well, that implies that we have actually cut all of them, which really is a good thing when you get down to it. Now what do we have left? Quite a bit of stuff still. Not quite as much as we used to, but still some. We can take a look at stocks and at our rough gem count. 290 and 500 cut gems. So the vast majority of that stuff is actually cut, and we are pretty damn good on that. Okay, that's good. I think part of the problem is the background world simulation. It really does make a difference, I think. I think it really does. That, and we are carrying a whole lot of stuff. It makes for a lot of pathfinding. Also, there are 2 ways to head down, so people might be being weird about it because... well, confusion, right? Because confusion. I don't know if I want to close this off now or after I have smoothed it out. So, yeah, they're not done with that yet anyway, right? Okay, we'll keep that in mind. And yes, we might want to just vault off here, right now. I mean, there's still some actual dumping to do, but that should be handled relatively soon. Okay, now, since we are gonna need... wow, that's a nice wave, actually. A pretty nice wave, all things considered. But okay, no, don't fish. Do have a really good brewer. I think I'll keep him on that job. Because once we go below our limit, I mean, that's the thing, we're using workflow limitations, so we don't really care about having a small number of brewers brewing constantly. We're just gonna have a F-ton of them brewing when they need to and then stopping, so we can do it this way. And you can continue being a miner. I want to have some mechanics and some leftover manpower. So why don't we have, say, 6 of these? Then we have, well, one of them is the brewer. So like this. And then we can have some of you be miners right now, I suppose. You might as well do something useful for the meantime, right? Yeah, I think so. I think that's the way to go. Also dump this out as well. Clearly this needs to be done. Clearly this needs to be done as well. Some stuff lying around here. Nothing too important. Mostly stuff that can actually be melted, to be honest. Yeah, we'll melt up all of our silver, and then I think we might make some electrum out of gold and tetrahedrite. Just to use it. Right? And making electrum out of tetrahedrite and gold actually is useful value-wise. Right? And then we can make goblets out of that or something. Okay. And eventually these tables will need to be dumped. Also, we apparently have pets and livestock. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, that needs to be killed. That needs to be killed. The giant mosquito we are gonna put on guard duty, yay, here. There we go. That should be good. That should help a great many things, actually. Okay, we have the... And obviously someone's throwing a tantrum, but nobody really cares. Wow, that can't be gotten to. That is... No, we don't need a second ashery right now. We can remove that in order to get at the smoothing spot. Because everything needs to be smooth, god damn it. It just needs to happen. I know, but it needs to happen. It so needs to happen. Okay, we have some gear assemblies. We can make some things happen here. I will put a gear assembly right over the downwards shaft for transferring power to the magma pump, and I will hook that one up to a lever so that we can actually shut it off there. And it's gonna be glorious because we'll be able to do it that way. Trust me, it'll be glorious. And in the meantime, we'll just finish setting up the dream system. Yes, very much so. Because, you know, we need power. We need power to power these systems. And in order to make that happen, we will obviously make things happen. Namely here. Yay, so. So now that should mean a lot of the new mechanics will be doing things. Well, that... Or just carrying rocks, cause clearly that's the thing we do. And you know what, screw it, we're gonna close this off with granite blocks. There we go. Granite blocks. Meanwhile we're making gold tables, that seems great. And what the fuck? Oh. Throwing a tantrum, you hurt someone. Okay. Wow. You just went for it. With a crutch. Wow. You just bashed someone's teeth out. That's fucked up in the extreme, actually. But well done anyway, I suppose. Probably want to dump those dwarf corpses at some point. Those strange dwarfs that actually decided to attack us for whatever reason. Which I still can't really fathom because... Huh? So these will need to be dumped at a future date. I know, I'm giving them a lot of carrying jobs. Those poor bastards. Okay, close that off. Make it good. Excellent. You are happily carrying out all the things. Well... Why don't you... Yeah. See, if we had more silver nuggets, they would have been brought up by now. No, 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 no. Forbid. Forbid all. Gold, silver, tetrahedrite. There we go. Now people will be carrying tetrahedrite up here as well. It'll be awesome. But you know, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Did you... No, nobody died there, did they? I didn't get a message or anything. No, okay, that's fine then. That's fine then. That's all fine then. And we still have wood left over, so that's good too. Do smooth that, because it looks really ugly if you don't. I think we're good-ish. I think we're good-ish. I think good things are happening. Yeah. This is starting to look pretty neat. This has like 3 things left over, which is relatively little as well. You're happily sleeping in your rooms. Hopefully everything will be fine on that front. You're nearly done bringing out the things, which is perfectly fine. Now obviously we don't want to atom smash any ores if we can avoid that, because that would be just bad. That would be just bad. So why don't we cancel the goblets and maces here? Why not? We'll set it up later, when, you know, the time is right and the stars align. How are you doing on that? That list is getting awfully short, which is perfectly fine by me. Perfectly fine by me. And we still don't have any idlers. Guess everyone is... Okay, now we're getting some. Constructed a masterpiece. Who the frack are you? Oh! That's one of our architects constructing masterpieces. Huh. Okay. Sure, why not? By all means. Bring those out as well, please. And then we have this. We might as well start... No. Machines, vertical axles. Yay. So... Yes, I think this is the thing to do. Let's just get started on this glorious part of the project. I mean, we can always disconnect it down below. And we might have other things we'll want power for, so maybe that's how we'll do it. Maybe we'll disconnect it down below. You know, we might just do it that way. That might make more sense in the long run. Maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna call it an episode here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So see you then.